Okay, so just say what we're doing. Okay,
What's up, guys? We are at Sammy's Cameras unboxing the red. Oh, I would say, just bought a Komodo 6. First generation red Komodo. And we're just putting the RF mount. I'm just getting my camera spec'd out and just figuring out what it needs to be on this camera, and really just taking that first step and really learning, you know, what to put on the camera, and kind of like just put me as a guide away for the younger audience to like, hey, you don't go this way when you want to buy that camera. Don't be intimidated by prices. Just be like smart about your decisions. So,
good. All right, cool. So Larry, what are we doing now?
I'm just showing her the components of it. There's not much components there is to it. I'm just installing his adapter, which is the from RF mount to an EF, so he'll be able to use the his existing lens. And let me borrow your lens.
So where did you get this, Josh?
I found this lens actually just lying around. My friend kind of just wanted to like throw away a lens. He said it was in back edition, so he kind of gave it to me. So I kind of wanted to like restore it. It's really bad. I'm a Sony shooter, so this is probably the only Canon glass I have at the moment. So, but I'm definitely willing to check it out or see what value I could get out of it. But yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we'll be needing a battery. That's first things first.
Yeah.
You need batteries that will power up your camera.
So your unit did not come with the batteries, so that's one thing we got to get today, is a battery. So we're going to purchase a battery today, so we can fire it. How much do those batteries cost, Larry?
I think it's like $169 something dollars.
For one or for two?
For one.
For one. Wow. Okay. I'll front you the money if you don't have it to get the battery, so you can fire it up and start using.
You need a media card?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is it takes CFast card.
CFast.
Can we purchase one from you here right now, Larry? Do you have one?
We have it in the back.
Okay.
Yeah. This is okay. So that's pretty much it. Oops.
Is it reading the lens?
Yes.
All right.
All those metadatas. That's still good.
It just needs a bath.
Yeah.
Yeah, needs to clean it. I'm gonna turn this off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see if I can clean your lens.
So can we just use one battery just to get through the door today? So today we need to get a battery and a card. So we want to show what else is in the box when you got it. Let's see what else we can see here. So why did you decide to get the camera?
Well, I decided to take the camera because it's another risk, and it's also the production value. I've seen plenty of times, like when you shoot with this camera, you are made at a certain rate. So for me, it's like, yes, the Sony, the Canon, it gets the job done, but this is like okay, next level. You have to charge, you have to talk to me a certain way. And that's how I kind of feel as a young filmmaker. You know, just kind of like just separating yourself from the crowd for sure. And kind of just getting this camera also is going to step up my cinematography and just overall just, I kind of have to force myself to like now move a different way. And I think it's just all about elevating, getting to the next level. And then how I kind of feel about it is like, hey, like you would have spent $20,000 on a brand new car or a motorcycle or something that's gonna be declining. How I see this as an asset. You know, that money, I'm gonna make this money back with this camera and more. So that's how I kind of see it in a couple of years. So yeah, my friends are spending, you know, the monthly payments, you know, on a brand new charger. You know, this is my charger. So
your Hellcat,
this is my Hellcat. You know, I just bought the Hellcat body. You know, I just got an engine block. You know, but that's how I kind of feel about it. It's very much of a investment. Yeah.
Okay. What kind of stuff do you want to start shooting with? You know, to practice. Right now my niche I love and passionately is the fashion. I believe the first project I do want to shoot would be like kind of like a very much like a nature running the hike, so I can test out all the aspects, the rolling shutter, you know, and you really use that nature aspect as well. Global shutter. Okay, so Larry, if he's going to do that kind of photography, does he need a cage or a gimbal to go with?
No, not as of right now. He needs to get familiar with the camera first,
for sure,
before anything else. Because yeah, I mean he could, but it's not necessary. It will come.
Okay.
When he's ready, he'll know. He'll know that he needs to acquire those little gadgets. But for now, I would say don't invest too much on your battery, those little batteries. But instead of those batteries, invest your money on a bigger battery, like a V mount.
The V mount, yes.
How much is the V mount for this system?
$500. Plus the mount, the V mount adapter.
The adapter and so the battery's $500. What's the adapter?
Adapter's the $200 something.
Okay.
I have a B&H cart of like kind of like all the dream items. I kind of wanted you to look over it, see if everything is like, hey, is this good to purchase? If not, when you're ready, sir.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Cinegear. Are you gonna be there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying, man. So is there anything that he needs to do in preparation for Cinegear to, you know, just ask questions? Just be there,
and you'll learn from it. And don't rush yourself. Take your time. Ingest what you can ingest. Just learn it on a slow pace. Because if you go fast, chances are you'll miss something. Just make sure that you just learn. Make sure that you listen. That's it. I mean, nothing else.
Yeah, I'm going to have him on an assignment. The very first assignment, we have a potential contract to do a 3-camera shoot at an event. There's actually 5 events that we're going to try and daisy chain together to make a documentary out of these events. So instead of it just being kind of a videographic experience, we want to shoot for making it a documentary. Is there any kind of lenses and lighting that he needs to use to prepare for creating a documentary for that kind of shoot?
Yeah, I mean, first your lens should be uniformed. You know, one wide, one tight, one wide, or whatever you want, but as long as they're uniform. Because you don't want to have discrepancy on each camera as far as the look is concerned.
And then I have a question for you, sir. As far as like camera maintenance, this is like my first big camera. How would you recommend like taking care of the camera, or is like taking it in the shop? Like, what's like a good healthy routine to like
Constant cleaning.
Cleaning.
You know, because if you're clean with your equipment, you don't really need a maintenance. A lot of maintenance. You know, stay away from like, if you're eating, finish your eating, wash your hands, then use your camera.
You had a question about the aftercare or the extended warranty package. Did you get that from Red, or are you still capable of?
So today I went to Paul's Cameras and they recommend PPA, just because it's more of a general specific. You're not like, he was telling me, kind of put me on like, hey, like you get like Frontier or whatever, like it's a specific type of insurance that if you like use it for this scenario, whereas PPA is a general overall. So I'll be using like PPA, the membership. Also I'm realizing a lot of like kind of like putting your investments into like memberships and you know, kind of those type of things. So I think that's
okay. Does Sammy's have an insurance package or a membership package for a shooter?
We have a warranty, but that's, you know, like that's just a generic warranty. It's not like a Red warranty.
Do you recommend? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you got this from Red, I would say get the Red. Get the Red insurance.
It was what, $600?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It's a great. It's not insurance, but it's a warranty. It's like extending your warranty, and in the event that you need, you're in the middle of a shoot and you need something, they can probably provide you with some loaner.
Yeah, they gave us a scenario where a guy was shooting in Alaska, and the camera froze.
That's what's good about Red. I mean, that's their support is amazing.
Yeah, they had somebody fly out to Alaska in 24 hours to check out the camera, only to find out that it was shooting.
Please don't make your hopes up as far as that is concerned. It's a case-to-case basis. If they have some loaner, they'll give you a loaner. But if not, they're more than welcome to have take care of your camera if it's not working correctly.
Right. And Larry, this is, you know, more for you and you know, not just Sammy's, but what could you help other guys? You know, we have maybe 6 other guys on our team who want to buy cameras now, and he's really started to catalyze that thing. Yeah. What could they learn from someone like you about being the best? You know, not just camera. Well, no, but just can they starting the fundamentals, as you said, taking it, you know, slow or methodical, because I think that's what I want them to learn is how to become the best they can be, so that they can train and create a crew of people who can learn underneath them.
Well, I'll say shoot. Use the camera, because if you have some questions with the camera, chances are if you use it often, you will stumble into that question and you'll find the answer by yourself. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, there's so much resources out there that are like, you know, considering like YouTube, you know, Vimeo and stuff like that. But then again, it's different if it's you're using it, you're hands-on with your camera. And then sooner or later you're like, oh, this is what I need. This is what I was asking Larry about. Oh, I found out myself. Then it just imprints into your head. That's it. It's just use your camera.
Okay. Any questions you want to ask Larry? Because I know Paul's camera is great, but this is a guy that I'm using. He's helped me out with my little small rigs. But anything that you want to ask him about, you know, trying to start a relationship with Sammy's and him as a place, a source for just growing your knowledge?
This is my first time coming to Sammy's. The only reason I didn't come is I was kind of intimidated, just because of the drive wise. But like I realized, hey, like if I really want this opportunity, I really want to get myself. I have to immerse myself in that environment and, you know, connect with people. So yeah, definitely like me looking at Sam Reese as the environment I want to be in. So I definitely like following up, and yeah, just coming. It's only a 30-minute drive, so it's like, hey,
Right. So one of the things that he was trying to research is a training program, and so there was a offering on Eventbrite for a company who was offering a $1,500 class to learn how to use the camera.
Gonna have one.
Huh?
We're gonna have one eventually, like the beginning, the intermediate, and the beginners class. It's just a matter of putting it out there and scheduling. But you know, with the help of our EDU department, more than likely it's going to happen. So
right.
it will happen for sure.
Yeah. So we're going to try and get all of our producers, because we're starting them off as producer assistants, so they can be associate producers on projects. No production assistants, no below the line stuff. But everybody that doesn't know how to shoot or doesn't, you know, has never touched the camera, we're going to make sure that they touch the V-Raptor XL and learn how to use that. But at some point they'll learn how important camera, lighting, post-production, editing, all this stuff is going to be important for the total.
Offer those classes.
Wow.
It will be offered here.
Are you going to be part of the educational system?
Probably not.
Oh.
But it's just, well, I mean, I'll probably be part of the setup, but the professor or whoever's going to teach the class is going to be a whole entire new
yeah,
person.
well, you know, I can tell you that as a person who doesn't know anything about cameras, learning how to make mistakes and asking stupid questions that really are important questions, especially when you're out there in the field and the thing fell apart, yeah. The rig, or you know, screws falling out of it, whatever. I brought it back here to these guys and they put it back together, but each time I realize that I learned something about what not to do, and it takes more wear and tear off the camera and off my learning on how to, you know, have the confidence when I'm out there, especially by myself. And you know, when you're on a shoot and you have a client, you can't make mistakes out there. So would you take a class from Sammy's to help you?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I'm not in school, but this is my school right now. Like, I kind of see this camera as me paying my tuition at like a UCLA or like a nice college. Instead, it's the opposite. So it's more of the practical nature. Because at the end of the day, like if I would have took, you know, West LA or whatever, I would have learned the same things, but in theory. But I feel like practical, picking up the camera and using it, and I realize a lot of people don't know how to use the camera, so I'm kind of working backwards, but also, yes, making mistakes and really learning. And I don't make expensive mistakes, but you know, for sure, you know, you gotta fall a couple times to, you know, get back up. So with this camera, it's kind of like it's almost you have to step up. And you know, like, okay, you can't be doing this. You can't be leaving your camera like that. Oh, you can't leave the little stuff will catch up to you. And having a camera like that, it will definitely expose you.
Right. So any last questions you want to ask Larry before, you know, we kind of break contact and you start going out and shooting, man?
Yeah.
I'm going to purchase some stuff, but you know, any last questions?
I would recommend, what would you say, like, if you're like in my position again, you're a young man, like, how would you go about getting to your position right now, like, wise? Like, what would you do different?
I don't know. It's just use the camera, be technical about it, get into the deeper part of the camera, and never change your attitude. When you start to the end, you have to be the same. Don't be too cocky because you're so, you know, you're so knowledgeable already. You reached a certain point in your life where, well, I can make movies now. You know, just maintain your maintain your attitude as a humble person. And that's it.
And Larry, you went to Cal State Northridge, right?
Yes.
So, okay.
I'm gonna give you this as a courtesy.
Thank you so much, sir.
And that's from.
Absolutely right. And that is like a scenario. So let's say a person.
Wow. What is that? I mean, just for the
This
dummies.
is just to protect his lens. So if anything airborne, it'll hit this first before the million.
Wow. And I think you got something else via Larry and Sammy's. Look at the camera now. I mean, look at the lens now versus when you started. Man, look at that. Jeez, dude. That's a whole new lens. So what should he be carrying the lens in? Because he's got it in his backpack right now.
Yeah, don't be putting it on the side well exposed, but just get like a pouch or like a blanket.
And then for this camera, do you recommend me getting like a bag or like a case carry like that?
Yeah, because you will be the stage where you're collecting a lot of equipment, and when you by that time, that case is not gonna accommodate anything anymore. You know what I mean? So just hold on to it. I mean, hold on for a minute, and then by the time you think that you had enough, then get your case.
Okay, so we're going to get a battery and we're going to get a card from Larry.
I want you to look at my B&H card
Sure.
and to see like going over it.
Yeah. Give me a second real quick.
Going back to which one do I choose? Well,
Hey, hold the camera up. Let me get a shot of him.
comfortable, fine. Just can always turn it down. And that gives you the ability then to balance the light against the wall, to make the source broader, balance it against the wall, and actually have it go through diffusion material. If you want it really soft, right? Well, when you do that, you're losing f-stop. So that's why I suggest I as much light as possible. Right? Again, maybe you'll never maybe you'll never shoot in that scenario.
Yes, sir.
Right? It's just another option, that's all.
Yeah, but I gave you so much room.
So we sell the aperture analyzer.
Okay, no.
Down at the other
I'll move
end,
it. I'm just
we
finishing
have
up
an
with this.
analyte.